Well, good morning, everybody. Today is the day after Jesus was crucified. Saturday. The day is called, historically, Silent Saturday because Jesus is not speaking, the disciples are not speaking. And the fact is that few people are, because everyone is waiting in this place of tension, of not knowing, of just anticipation, and yet what is it that we expect to happen? The book of Matthew talks about this just very briefly, but it says this: the next day, which is Saturday, after the day of preparation, the chief priests and the Pharisees gathered before Pilate and said, "Sir, we remember how that impostor," talking about Jesus, "said while he was still alive, 'After 3 days I will rise. Therefore, order the tomb to be made secure until the 3rd day, lest his disciples go and steal him away and tell the people he has risen from the dead, and the last fraud will be worse than the first.' Pilate said to them, 'You have a guard of soldiers. Go, make it and secure it as you can.' So they went and made the tomb secure by sealing the stone and setting a guard." This is a pretty amazing point that they're trying not to agree with that Jesus is going to rise on the 3rd day, but they're taking the precautions that maybe the disciples are going to steal him away and try to make him into a martyr, someone to follow because he was assumed raised from the dead. They just don't know. They just want to take those precautions, and it gives a clear idea that they're worried. They're concerned. They don't know what's going to transpire in the days ahead. All of Jerusalem was in an uproar, if you remember, just a week ago, to see Jesus come on the colt, his triumphant entry that last Sunday, and Palm Sunday, and they're all calling him Messiah. They're all saying he's the one. He's the one we've been waiting for. Now the chief leaders have crucified him. They put him in a tomb. Now are being given the opportunity by Pilate to go ahead and seal the tomb. I just love that. Take every precaution you want. Set guards around it. Make sure that they're 24/7, because we don't want anything to happen that is not out of our control. Well, buddy, guess what? It's out of your control before you even had the thought. Silent Saturday, historically what it's called, is a time where historically many of the ancients and the doctrines of the early church held to this idea, that in fact on Saturday, Jesus in his glorified body went into that place where all that had died prior, all the way back before Noah, all those that had been had perished and gone into this place of waiting for specific judgment. Jesus in his glorified body goes down there and says, "Hey, I'm the one that the world has been waiting for. I'm the one that the prophecies were spoken of. And I'm here to just say, look, if you'll believe in me, you can come with me. We can get out of here right now." And the scriptures actually say, 1 Peter 3, it speaks of, but it's not just there. It's Ephesians 4 alludes to it, and other passages, Colossians, alludes to this point too, that Jesus, let me just read it, for you. "For Christ suffered once for sins, one time for all the sins, past, present, and future, the righteous for the unrighteous, that he might bring us to God, being put to death in the flesh, but made alive in the spirit, in which he went and proclaimed to the spirits in prison who he is, that this is a time of liberty. He even speaks about that. In Isaiah, it speaks about that he was brought to this place, to this earth, to bring freedom to those that are captive. Who would have thought that the captive might have meant that it would be those who had perished before they had a chance to meet the Savior of the world? I hope you really can get that. I mean, here is Jesus. Here is the grace of God. Here is the mercy of God being represented in a magnificent, in an epic way. Those that had perished before their ability to have the opportunity to meet Jesus, Jesus brings to them the opportunity to meet him, to express their belief and their faith. And then, as the scriptures allude to, he sets captives free. He takes those captives with him when he ascends into heaven. A remarkable, amazing thought. I'll just kind of take that a little bit further. I want you to just think about it like this here. The grace of God is, and the mercy of God is that not one person in the past, all those that were slain, all those that died for one reason or another. That's everybody, folks. In the past, got the opportunity to meet Jesus. No matter what they did, no matter where they were at the time. Now, did some refuse? Only our imaginations can say. The reality is there must have been a great number of those who had passed away prior to Jesus' crucifixion that didn't know anything about Jesus. And yet, in his mercy and grace, he goes to where they are. He goes to where they are. I wonder if there's anybody that you know, or maybe is even watching this. Jesus comes to you. In the book of Revelation, he says this, that he stands at the door of your heart and knocks. He's patiently waiting for you to answer the call, to come to him, to say, I believe, I have faith. I want to be a part of your eternal family. Forgive me, Lord, for ever allowing disbelief into my heart and mind. If that's you, my brother and sister, you are the one of those in the Spirit that he is taking captives free, taking them with him forever to be with him, never to not be with him. What a powerful, powerful thing is happening on Silent Saturday. Amazing, amazing grace. How sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Brothers and sisters, it's Saturday, but Sunday's coming. I love that. All over Facebook and everywhere I see, Sunday's coming. What a great message that is. Sunday's coming. Liberty is coming. Freedom is coming. Jesus is coming. God bless you, brothers and sisters. Hope to see you tomorrow.